Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna switch up today's video. Hey guys, welcome to Inktober Warriors, episode 6. Today I want to try something a little bit different, just to mix it up a little bit. I've been doing a lot of speed arts. I thought this time I would just talk to you guys the entire time doing this drawing, let you guys know what I'm thinking, how I come up with the ideas that end up in the final drawing, and just run you guys through my process of drawing. So let's get into it. Today's prompt is sword, so we're going to be drawing a sword. Let's start the pencil work. Let's pick a nice middle area here in the page. I'm thinking like, split the page up into 3/4, or sorry, into thirds, not 3/4. We split up the page into thirds. I'm thinking of having it in the lower third, so have like kind of the main bit here, and have the sword sticking up, kind of a flat area with maybe some like bushes and stuff coming off of it like that. Have the sword coming up. How big should this be? Maybe a wider blade. Alright, I'm liking the look of that sword. I feel like it needs a little bit more flair though. Like maybe I'm thinking of adding just like little, something like that to just kind of give it a bit more, some shape to it. Ooh, what if, I just had an idea. I was just looking at my stopwatch and what if we had a clock in the sword? That'd be kind of cool. Like right here, then have it, ooh. I like this idea. That's kind of cool. I don't want to just draw a sword here, I kind of want to do some other stuff as well. So what I was thinking of is having like a whole bunch of little creatures, kind of looking up at the sword, like, oh, what's this thing doing here? Like the sword's like the sword in the stone, like a mythos sort of sword, and then all the little like fairies and stuff have found it, and it's like something in there, might be like part of their mythology or whatever, and they're waiting for the person to come and draw the sword and become ruler of some land or whatever, and just waiting, biding its time until the one comes to draw it, literally because there's a clock in the middle. So yeah, I'd say I'm done for the sword. Now I just have to put in the little creatures and then we can get on to inking. So as designing these creatures, I'm thinking like, you know those little fairies or whatever from Breath of the Wild? Like, it was very reminiscent of Princess Mononoke, those little white creatures that, except for, in Princess Mononoke they're a bit more creepy than cute, and Breath of the Wild they're definitely just cute little characters. But yeah, have this one getting helped up onto the ledge. Yeah, the design of these is kind of interesting. Like, I wasn't actually sure in Zelda. I can't remember if they actually had like straps on the back of their masks. I don't think so, but then the eyes are pretty low and close together, I think. Yeah, I'm actually not using reference for any of these. I probably should, but yeah, I'm just winging it. So these might not look like the guys from Legend of Zelda at all. They'll just be original characters. That, hey, if you can't come up with original characters, just try and draw characters from memory, and then they might turn out being original in the end anyway. Or they might just turn out to be awful too. That's also a possibility. So I got all these little guys on this side kind of sketched out, but I wonder I feel like maybe doing something on this side too, and kind of working on the ground here a bit more. I'm just gonna try and draw. I'm trying to come up with a cool design for this flower here. I initially just did like the sunflower design, but I didn't want to just be generic and do a generic flower. So I'm gonna try and do a more interesting looking flower here. A lot of it. Oh, what about? I'm shading. What the heck am I doing? I'm gonna be inking this. Can't do no shading. Sky, what are you doing? Now this one's a bit simpler just because it's so late and I still have to edit this. I really have to figure out a way to get back on my sleep schedule. Because yeah, I'm staying up way too late these past few days. So yeah, I'm thinking that's good. Let's get right into the inking. All right. So I think I'll start with a sword just to kind of get into the rhythm of it. This is actually probably the hardest thing. I won't start with that line. Long lines are hard to do with ink just because you have to be so precise. And I don't want to mess up that blade first off. That would kind of discourage the process there. Yeah, swords are so cool. Like, designing swords is definitely one of my favorite things, and that's why for my book idea I went for a medieval setting right off, because that's what I'm interested in. That's my favorite kind of genre of book. And like I'm actually listening to what is it, World War Z on Audible right now, and that's super interesting, but like I didn't pick it up for the longest time just because it wasn't fantasy, and for some reason like medieval fantasy is just, to me, one of my favorite genres of books. So if I were to write a book or anything, you might have seen some of my tweets and Instagrams about the characters I've come up with as well. Just I'm juggling a lot of ideas in my head, and I want to do. I was thinking of maybe doing a comic with some characters too, with Eris and Darren as well. Doing a see, I messed up the blade already. I missed the. Guess this will just. I'll have to go and fix that later. Now for the little detail of this clock. Let's see here. Should we go with kind of a fancy one? Yeah, let's do that. Make it fancy. Very fancy clock. I'm not sure, it's like, I'm pretty sure these characters are pretty generic as far as it goes with their bodies. I can't remember if there's any like designs on their, if they're wearing anything, or like could I give them like a necklace? Is that something that they had? I don't think so. I think it's pretty much all just in the face, just their masks. So I don't know. I think this guy really excited, just pointing up at the sword like, look, there's a sword! I think they did have little straps on the back keeping their little mask on. I'm pretty sure that that's something they had, yeah. And then do the eyes. I'm doing them kind of lopsided, so it has kind of like a expression on it, as opposed to just having the two eyes normal and kind of dead. Then I'm shading in all the eye but just one point, so that it looks like there's light hitting the one side. And maybe I'll shade one side of this mask a bit here. Yeah, there we go. Grass is always hard to portray because you don't want to overdo it and draw in every single blade of grass, but you don't want to underdo it. You want to still give the impression oh, sorry, I'm talking for too long here. You still want to give the impression of the whole, like, of there being a lot of grass there. So it's very, very interesting. I'm actually thinking I need to fix, that doesn't seem quite right. I feel like his mask would actually be lower because he's looking down, and then turn this into a circle at the back of his head. There we go. Yeah, maybe add, just so it's consistent, add a bit more shadow to this one. Yeah, see, so you can actually fix some stuff with pens. It's just a lot harder to sell it. So yeah, but I think that actually worked out. I think he's looking down at his friend a lot more there. And then draw the back of this one's head with the strap kind of coming around. I'll get his leg in there. His arm. I should put his arm down more and have like a little curve in it so like, make it look like he's putting weight on it to get up, but I don't know if I can fix that now. If I change that, maybe I can try and change that into like some grass. I'll try and go for it. So here, it comes down like here with more weight on it, and there we go. Yeah, see, so now it looks like he's actually trying to get up on the ledge, and I'll try and just make that disappear with some grass. There we go. Alright, and lastly, I'm just gonna do some quick sketching back like this, just doing big lines and try to trying to make the sword and everything else pop off of the background a bit more. So I started getting into details, and then, yeah. And then after this, I will be done. Yeah, doing this is definitely trying to keep my lines consistent. There's always a point where you can add too much, so I hope I'm not, don't want to reach that point, but I feel like it just needs a little something as well. Like, you know what, actually, I'm gonna switch to this bigger marker and just kind of outline the characters a little bit, make them pop a bit more. Yeah. I'm not gonna do the interior lines, just doing this outline to make these characters pop off the background a bit more. Add some more darks to over here to compensate with these guys. Yeah, here we go. Should have switched to this earlier. Way better. Alright, then add some to the sword. There we go, and then do the outline of the grass as well. Add a nice thick line around the outside of the sword, and I would say we're done. I'm just gonna sign it at the bottom here. And there we have it. We are done. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. Let me know if you like this kind of video, if it's even worth doing another one. The next video will just be a normal speed art. But yeah, this was fun. I'll probably do another one in like another 5 videos or so, depending on if you guys enjoyed it or not. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave in the comments what you thought, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Pretend the camera's a person.
Yeah.
Don't think of what you're gonna say before you go up, and just go up and just convey what you're feeling.
Oh dang, Levi, that's deep. Whole lot. Look at my cool tattoos, guys. Oh my gosh, Finn. Just everyone's just wandering in on my video today.
Hey Siri, set a timer for an hour.
Yeah.
Goodbye.